All right, starting off the podcast. Before we get to the exciting news or the exciting part of the podcast, which is March Madness, it is the start of it's so weird, the NFL legal tampering period, where basically they can agree to deals, but they can't sign them for like a week. Just start free agency. I don't get it. But anyways, we've gotten a flurry of news in the NFL with free agents who are planning to sign with new teams. But before we get to that, this happened after we recorded last week, and that is that the Chicago Bears traded the first overall pick. It was being discussed that they were going to, but there was obviously a lot of speculation of who they were going to trade it to, whether it was the Texans at 2 or the Colts at 4 or the Raiders at 7, I think 7. But it ended up being the Carolina Panthers at 9. They traded from 9 to 1. And in return, the Bears got the 9th pick, the Panthers' second round pick, a first round pick next year, and then a second round pick, I believe, next year as well. And DJ Moore, wide receiver. So really big haul. What did we think about this? I mean, we won't know really the quote unquote winner of this trade until we find out how the quarterback works out that the Panthers are going to select. But how do you like this return for Chicago trading the number 1 overall pick?
I'll wait for Trent to answer.
Why me?
Because the rest of us like a certain guy that you don't. So,
it's not going to matter. I mean, you can get what you want with all that draft capital, but as long as you have Justin Fields at the helm, you're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, see, and I like DJ giving him a little bit of help. You know, maybe not what he was, but it shows that they're all in on Justin Fields. They can get him.
Wait, what do you mean, not what he was?
How does that? How does getting?
Oh, but he had an off year.
He had an off year because the Panthers didn't have a consistent quarterback. So
you know what? All right, I take it back. But still, so I like him getting him some help. So your offensive weapons are what? Mooney and DJ Moore, and then you go draft
DJ Moore, Claypool.
Oh, Claypool, and then you go draft one probably.
Those aren't weapons.
Draft one or go get one in free agency because they also have the most cap space in the NFL.
And they have Herbert or whatever, however you.
Huh?
Those aren't weapons. They're terrible.
Oh, Khalil Herbert, yeah.
Khalil Herbert.
They're NFL average. They're not terrible.
Yeah, so
they're
you guys need to go back. You guys owe me an apology.
For what?
No,
we said they were going to trade it.
Fields has terrible weapons, and they're not shouldn't even be NFL wide receivers.
I was more saying he has a terrible line, and he doesn't have time to get the ball to his weapons.
And they'll probably use number 9 to go get.
He doesn't even need a line.
Well,
everyone needs.
Whenever he's under pressure, he's not.
Even when he's not under pressure, he throws interceptions.
Okay,
when he throws,
I don't want this to become the 14th time that we've debated with Trent about Justin Fields.
I'm never wrong ever. So you guys
undefeated.
Anytime you bring up the Bears, never lost. What happens?
Good luck with your life. But I'm not.
Let's
wrong
just
about
say
this.
you had
Justin
Bears
Fields
trade the first pick on the dock. So did you not think this was going to come up? That's a question.
So whatever, man. Yeah, that was
a question for me. No.
So
I thought it was okay. I thought it was a question for Trent. I was waiting.
No, that was a question for you.
I
didn't even want to talk about NFL tonight. I'm excited for the second half of this podcast.
See, no, I knew the Fields thing was going to come up, but a lot of things about Fields have already been said, and I think with Justin Fields, they've gotten him a weapon in DJ Moore. They're trying to invest in the offensive line, which we can get to as far as free agency goes. They have all this draft capital, not only this year. And I'm going to appease to both sides, to the Fields side, which I'm on, but also to Trent's side. Justin Fields, the quarterback class in this year's draft, there's no home run pick. Every quarterback has question marks, right? If it's Bryce Young, it's the measurables. If it's CJ Stroud, it's the fact that, in the words of Trent, he might be at Enterprise in a couple of years. If it's Will Levis, you worry that he's going to be more Paxton Lynch than he is Josh Allen.
Brought up Levis before Richardson?
And if it's Anthony Richardson, then you worry about everything outside of the measurables. Right? It's like the inverse of Bryce Young. But if you're the Bears, you just got another first round pick from the Panthers in 2024, and you still have your own first round pick in 2024. And there's a guy by the name of Caleb Williams in the 2024 class. So you give this year to Justin Fields. You try and get him help. And if it doesn't work, you go draft a quarterback next year and then you move on.
But you still need to suck bad enough to go get Caleb Williams.
Yeah, you got to be the worst team in the league.
They will.
But see, that's the thing.
The worst team in the league, I don't think
thing
they're
doesn't
gonna do
work
that
out,
again.
they're going to be bad enough.
Who are they going to beat?
I haven't seen their schedule yet, so I really
nobody.
can't.
We'll get to that in August when we're doing our division.
Twice.
But I like the trade for the Bears. I feel like they got a very, very nice return, not only this year, but next year as well as far as draft capital. And I think all of us here like DJ Moore as a receiver. And he'll be the best receiver that Justin Fields has thrown to. So at least in the NFL, maybe not in college.
Yeah. Did you notice what happened with the trade with the QBs going 1 odds? CJ Stroud is now the favorite to go number 1, which I've found super interesting. Because, I mean, he had a good college career, but it's still, he's in the Ohio State machine where they have all these receivers, the best line, like the best defense. Like, it's sort of just a factory there. And like what Trent's always said, like when they get into the NFL, they're sort of on their own and sort of get exposed a bit. So I just found it surprising that CJ Stroud is now the Vegas favorite to go number 1.
I think it's surprising too, but doesn't he feel out of all the quarterbacks, he's the most kind of... Yeah, Trent, what'd it say?
Enterprise. Trent, we'll pick you up.
It looks like your camera looks like you're filming with a potato, so could not read it.
And if you had a clear camera, that would have really hit.
You know what, guys? You guys make fun of my camera. I've spent so much money on this stupid thing. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not the camera. Maybe I'm just not a good guy.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Who knows?
Oh man,
I don't know. I think I like the idea of giving Fields a year and then assessing it after that. But I like the return for the Bears. Jalen Ramsey, Alex, is no longer in your division. Got traded to the Dolphins. Do we like this for Miami? Do we like this for the Rams? I mean, only a 3rd-round pick for Jalen Ramsey.
I mean, if the price is right. Yeah.
I like it for Miami. I mean, what did the Rams get back? A 3rd-round pick?
And a third, yeah.
No-name tight end?
Rams needed more than that.
Yeah, I don't think they really got anything back. It's sort of just like shedding the salary. That's about it.
Yeah. I like it for Miami. I mean, I know Byron Jones is retiring because of some health issues, some injuries sustained from football. So they have a need as their top cornerback. So I like being able to plug him into that Miami defense.
He never officially retired.
He did he posted on Twitter
he posted about it, but like he didn't say.
And then they released him.
Oh, and then they released him? Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that part.
Yeah. Let's
We're
see.
A sports podcast, Austin.
I'll shut up now. Yeah. Like I'm going to go I don't know.
All right. Yeah. Let's keep it moving. Another player leaving Alex's division with the Seahawks is Jimmy Garoppolo. Talk about quarterback movement. I know he is the big quarterback that we were waiting to see where he was going to go. It's no other quarterback. It was just Garoppolo.
It's Midi Garoppolo.
He goes to the Raiders, reunites with Josh McDaniels. So are the Raiders going to be 3rd in their division or 4th in their division next year after their Garoppolo news?
That's exactly right, Andrew. Nail on the head.
4th.
That doesn't make any sense.
4th.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Like, why would you go sign a quarterback?
This is just going to prevent them from getting like a better draft pick.
Exactly. Like, I mean, what you want to be the 8th best team in the conference and draft 12th overall for the rest of your life? All right. That doesn't make sense. I mean, this is when we go back to what Andrew was saying about like drafting a quarterback if your team sucks. This is the only reason or the only time that I would agree with him on that. Like, you're Oakland. You're in a division with
Vegas.
Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes and the other guy,
Sean Payton.
And Sean Payton, and the guy that's got way too many bathrooms. But it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why go pay a guy? Like, what are they paying him? $25 million or something? I saw that's what he wanted. I don't know if that's what he ended up getting.
3 years for like $67 million, I believe.
Yeah, so that's like
22 and a half,
22
probably some incentives.
Which that's not a very big price tag, but I don't know.
Man, you were right on the nose, Alex. 3 years, $67.5 million, including $34 million guaranteed.
That doesn't make any sense to me. If I'm the Raiders and Caleb Williams is sitting right there, I mean, you're in the arguably one of the better divisions in football. Just go take your L for a year. Just go 0-17. Do it. Get Caleb Williams. But I mean, I guess you have Devontae Adams. He's not young, so maybe you owe something to a guy you had for a year.
You only tagged Jacobs.
Well, Devontae Adams is already sending out cryptic Instagram stories. I think
he's a wide receiver. That's what they do.
Yeah, he's already unhappy about it.
This move doesn't make any sense to me at all. I know Rosie was predicting it like all along, Garoppolo to Vegas, and I was saying Tom Brady to Vegas, but it's like the more I thought about it, I was like, why? If you're Vegas, why? Like, why even try? You got prime Mahomes, prime Herbert. Just punt.
Stack.
Yeah, just punt for a year.
I can't believe, like, I don't know. Somebody else picked the Raiders to win the division with me last year.
I think I did.
Was it
I was high on Derek Carr and Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
preseason.
that's what we were drinking the Kool-Aid, and it's just funny to see like how quick that blew up. So, yeah, Trent, I'm kind of with you here. Like, should have just punted, but you know, Jimmy G isn't necessarily going to like lose you football games, which is kind of what you need as an organization.
No, he'll lose you football games.
Well, yes, but he's not going to like. I mean, he will, but like, there's
The 49ers protected him a lot.
But I was like, but the floor on Jimmy G is higher than, you know, some. But
okay, can we stop talking about Jimmy G and can we start talking about the resurrection?
Have you been watching The Chosen or something?
No, I mean, it's a great show. Would recommend it to anyone. Sam Darnold to the San Francisco 49ers.
well,
We're going to do this again.
Movement.
We're doing it again. We're doing it again. Sam Darnold, his leash was too short in Carolina.
Leash was too short in Carolina.
That guy gets more.
Shanahan.
Carson Wentz.
Shanahan is going to turn that man into a $25 million a year quarterback.
He's
So
not
Jimmy
starting over
so
He's
Brock.
not
Jimmy
even good.
Garoppolo.
He's what, QB3 on that depth chart?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's
I'd
probably
put
the
him
scout
above-
team.
Put him above Lance.
I wouldn't.
But is he above Lance in that building? You know what I mean?
Lance isn't going to be healthy, so yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what's going to happen.
They went and got a decent backup for the year, and then if Purdy starts acting like Mr. Irrelevant, then they'll throw him in there, and Sam Darnold will look like Jesus. So he's got.
I think he is. Yeah, I think he's Brock Purdy insurance in the offseason, depending on how the surgery goes. And I can already see how this is going to shake out. He's going to start 2 preseason games. He's going to light it up. They're going to cut him because he's going to be the third quarterback. And then a team like Arizona is going to sign him to be like their stopgap while Kyler Murray rehabs his ACL. And then it's just going to be another team that thinks like, oh, we can fix Sam Darnold. I don't know if anything else. Like, I don't know if anything else is going to happen with this news. But, all right, let's see here. We're just camping out in both West divisions, whether it's AFC or NFC. Austin Eckler. This was kind of a surprising news. Requesting a trade from the LA Chargers. I mean, I did not have this on my bingo card.
Buffalo, get on it. Let's go.
Could you imagine
Let's just put Austin Eckler on Buffalo and just see what happens.
the Buffalo Bills?
I mean, he's been arguably a top 3 running back in the league last 3 years. Wants to get paid like one. I don't blame him one bit. I also don't blame the Chargers for not wanting to pay him. But if someone's going to pay him, all power to him.
I completely agree. I see both sides.
It's good.
I don't know where he goes. I mean, you make the Buffalo jokes. I mean, yeah, that'd be fun, but
How many years?
outside of,
Who else?
How many years
could
does
be
he have
good?
left? Just one.
I'll pull it up.
All right.
I think this is a big deal for the Chargers, though.
Yes and no. I mean, Dalvin Cook's going to be there for a 4th-round pick. If you lose Eckler, you go get Dalvin Cook. You'll be fine.
Okay, this is the last
what I think.
year of his contract.
Yeah, so you don't have to give up a ton for him.
They got Isaiah Spiller too. He had rookie year last year.
Although I heard
didn't look
someone was offering
give him some more. Give him some more run.
I heard someone was offering Minnesota a 2nd-round pick for Dalvin Cook. So
Whoa,
that's a lot.
High.
That's a lot.
If Jalen Ramsey only gets a 3rd, but Dalvin Cook, if Minnesota gets a 2nd for Dalvin Cook, I mean, build the statue for the GM right now. Like,
does that set the precedent for the offseason?
2nd-round pick for a washed running back? Gosh, I hope so.
3rd-round pick for a mid at this point in his career corner. Like you gotta think that Dalvin's got to be worth more than that.
Is there any team that we're not thinking about with Eckler? Like Buffalo's an obvious one for any running back, but is there any team
running through all the teams and I can't think of one?
What about like Cincy?
No, because
if Mixon's a cut candidate,
I don't think anything's going to happen with that Mixon situation. Like,
you don't think so?
I don't think he was the shooter. Like, I don't. It's all hazy. Like, let's not talk about that right now until it's settled.
I thought, are we already talking March Madness? Talking Alabama?
Oh. I guess we are. Roll Tide, baby.
Roll Tide.
What about Eckler to like Miami,
Dallas?
Didn't Miami?
So, rumor mill out there is the team that offered a 2nd for Dalvin is in fact the Miami Dolphins.
They need a running back.
Dalvin's cheaper than Eckler, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I thought that news was interesting. I'm curious to see how the Eckler thing plays out.
Dalvin's only got 1 year left on his contract and not really looking for a massive pay raise like I'm sure Eckler is. But we'll see.
All right. Any other NFL news that any of you are just burning to talk about, or can we get to the fun part?
You want to talk about Aaron Rodgers?
No
news.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets. I'm making
you
the
heard
call.
it here first. Yeah.
Making the call. He's going to the Jets.
Sources have it.
First reported by making the call, so make sure that Schefter and Rappaport that they credit us.
Gosh, that's so outlandish. Nobody said that all
It's actually
offseason.
Leroy the dog who got that take first, so let's get it right. Leroy the dog, guys. You got it.
The guy was live.
So it seems like Rodgers is going to the Jets. Cool. Like I don't know. I feel like this has been kind of rumored for so long that it doesn't surprise me anymore.
With that defense, the Jets will contend if Roger goes to the.
Oh yeah,
they'll contend for the division for sure.
They'll contend for a Super Bowl.
At
Not
least
in
be
the
a wild
AFC.
card team.
I'd still take Kansas City or Cincinnati over them.
Brees Hall, Aaron Rodgers, that defense.
You listed a
Garrett
running
Wilson.
back as the first reason why they're going to contend for a Super Bowl.
Did you see Brees Hall before he went down?
Again, you mentioned a running back as the first reason why they're going to win a Super Bowl.
I know, but they still have Wilson. Wilson was great last year when he was healthy.
Offensive.
It's the big injury health, but I mean,
Aaron Rodgers wasn't great last year.
Well, yeah, but I mean, who's he throwing the ball to?
Christian Watson,
Alan
Romeo
Lazard.
Dubs,
Watson did not start
Robert
the year the way he
Tonyan,
finished the year. Yeah.
Aaron Jones.
Lazard? You listed Lazard?
Lazard's not bad.
He's
a decent receiver.
But
Better than
Lazard's a
anyone
better
that,
number 2 than anyone the Jets have.
yeah.
He's
Anyone
better than
the
anyone that
Cowboys
Justin
have.
Fields was thrown to. I'll tell you that much. Sorry, couldn't help myself.
I'll take it.
Feels like home.
I think Rodgers to the Jets makes him a contender in that division. I'd still probably have them fourth or I'd probably have them
They're a
fifth
wild card
in the
team.
AFC.
They're a wild card team.
They can make the championship game.
10-11 wins probably.
They can
Maybe
But
get
Rodgers
really
is
lucky.
great in conference championship games, so
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to the
He's
Super Bowl
amazing.
or anything.
yeah.
They,
All right.
They could run.
They get lucky.
That's it for the NFL news. Catching up on all that. Only other thing is just that the Dallas Mavericks
Suck. And the Stars looking good. Go Stars.
Yeah, turn the corner a little bit.
10 goals.
The game
my
on
gosh.
Saturday night was super fun to watch.
How many games we got left in the regular season, Trent? Like 15-ish? Home stretch?
16 to 17, I think, left.
All right.
Yeah, they're in the home stretch. looking pretty good. Sagan got stepped on, sliced his leg.
Ooh.
How
long's he out?
He's listed as day to day, so it can't be that bad. I think it's more of them just kind of like, all right, let this heal. Don't let this
no rush.
Sweaty, and then you get staph, and then you get.
Trent, I'm gonna give you credit. I've never read a hockey article in my life, and I've read 2 of yours, and I've been entertained. So good job. I'm ready for hockey playoffs.
I like to keep people entertained.
So yeah, I'm ready.
And I hate Dennis Gurianov. I write it from the heart. I really do.
You really do.
Other people write from. Well, they work for these guys. I don't work for anyone.
Yeah, your voice comes through in your writing. It's nice.
Yeah, I like the inner monologue where you mentioned Joey Gallo and you're like, "Hey Trent, this is a hockey article, isn't it?" I thought that was good. Yeah, if you haven't read the Substack post from last week, Trent wrote a article titled "More Hockey," and so he'll have another one coming out when the Stars make the playoffs, and it'll be titled "Even More Hockey." So it's
then the off-season primer will be no hockey.
Sad.
Exactly. All right, that's it for this segment. When we come back, it's March Madness time. We've got brackets, we've got stats, we've got bets, we've just got everything. I mean, it's
bets.
Game start. Some of us have bets. Game start.
Was I supposed to have a bet here?
I don't bet.
Thursday morning.
Asking for the best bet in the March
Kansas
Madness,
money line.
That is such a tough question. Best bet? I don't know. It's a crapshoot. Good luck, man.
I found some. But we're covering everything with March Madness, and it's all coming up right after this. All right, coming back, it is still myself, Trent, Austin, and Alex. But we had to get our official college basketball correspondent back on the podcast. Hudson was here last week, and it went so well that we just said, Hudson, why don't you come back and help us fill out a bracket so that we can actually have at least a little bit of a shot of putting together a good bracket. So, Hudson, welcome back to the podcast.
Again, I want to point out I did get last place last year by a long shot.
Covering his butt.
That means there's no place to go but up, right?
Gosh, I hope so. I think I got 1 or 2 Sweet 16 teams right and 0 Elite 8.
Last year was rough.
Yeah.
This year has a chance to be rough.
My wife had St. Peter's in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, that was
her.
wild.
Come on.
Wild. Honestly. Right?
Yeah. So when I was originally planning the podcast for this week, I was trying to think of okay, what are some cool storylines that we could talk about, try to be different as a podcast? Could we talk about, first round upsets and, picks to win it all?
They don't want to hear that.
Trent was like, screw that. We're filling out a bracket. What are we doing?
It's bracket season. Let's go.
So we were filling out a bracket. We'll probably talk about some of these storylines as we go through it. Yeah. You should be watching live on Twitch because you'll get to follow along as we fill it out. But if you're not watching, then you'll just have to listen to our sultry voices describe how our bracket is getting filled out as we go through this. So
sultry voices. Nice.
What?
All right, we're going to start with the South region. Is that okay with everyone, or do you want to start with the Midwest?
No, you got to start top left.
Whatever it is on the app. Yeah.
I've got the South as the easiest region, so let's do it.
All right, so
we're not there yet, Andrew. Hush.
Bama plays someone.
Bama wins.
That's Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
All right, here's our first question.
Right next to me.
Maryland versus West Virginia. BPI rank for Maryland 20. BPI rank for West Virginia 23. Ooh. Who do we got?
I'm taking Maryland.
All right,
I don't think it's a question. It's West Virginia.
1 for West Virginia.
West Virginia puts up more points. I'm going to go with West Virginia, but they allow
2 for West Virginia.
Yep.
West Virginia was my sleeper last week, so I'm sticking with them.
Yeah, that walks.
3 for West Virginia. That means West Virginia wins.
Huh. Oh, Trent, what are you thinking?
I'm taking West Virginia too.
There you go.
I'm
4-1, guys. All right.
Alex, leave the pod.
Here's the thing. Maryland can't win on the road.
Dude, West Virginia lost to OU twice this year.
Maryland can't win on the road.
Maryland won 2 road games all year, and it was Louisville and
but it's the neutral
Minnesota,
site.
2 of the worst teams in the country.
Hey, it's not home, therefore it is on the road.
Yes. No, neutral site. Different. It's different.
All right, so West Virginia moves on. Let's keep it going.
All right, so here we got our first 5-12 seed. We got San Diego State versus Charleston.
I hate this little subsection here. It's so bad.
Yeah. We'll see. We got San Diego State 27-6, Charleston 31-3.
BPI rank though.
BPI ranked 24, San Diego State 63 for Charleston.
Combined, what is that? 0-5 against top 25 teams there. Two great teams here.
Two very great teams could definitely make a run.
I got other 5-12s, so
I'm gonna start this one off. I'm going Charleston. Whoa. This is my 12 seed to beat the 5.
I'm taking the Aztecs.
Yeah, I'm
also
going San
going
Diego
Charleston.
State.
All right, Hudson, you're a tiebreaker.
Hudson, this is why you're here.
Hey Siri, heads or tails?
No. Hudson,
No. Come on.
Charleston.
Thank you. Yes.
Right.
Dang it. All right.
Okay, here's one quick note on Charleston. Even
2.
if you don't like them to win this game, in their entire history of being in the tournament, they have never lost a tournament game by more than 10 points in 5 appearances. So even if you don't like them to win it, take them to at least cover. It's their first tournament appearance since in 43 years.
What is
and
their
it's been
record?
49 years since their only win.
So that's pretty.
So
irrelevant.
1-4.
So the game
Got it.
changed a little bit, is what you're saying.
I think we lost Hudson.
Nope, he's here. He's
Did we?
back.
He's here.
Nope,
What
he's here.
Oh, he's here.
There
Okay.
he is. There he is.
We
All
got two
right.
connections.
Charleston moves on. Let's keep going.
So, no, hold on, Hudson. What's the stat that about the Mountain West in the tournament last couple of
Well,
years?
they're like they
They're
haven't
like
won a game in
0-12.
like 8 years or something like that.
The Mountain West hasn't won a game in 8 years.
So
they're
Something
due.
like that.
They're due.
due.
Thank you, Austin.
If anyone's going to win one, it's San Diego State. That's for sure.
San Diego State hasn't won since 2015 in the
But
tournament.
they're playing their best ball right
But
now.
Kawhi went
This is
there,
such
so
a
I'm taking him.
contrasting styles game. Charleston's
They're
going
gonna
to shoot
channel-
1,000 threes, and San Diego State's going to be like, you guys keep the ball. We're going to score with our defense.
They're channeling Kawhi, so that's what I'm taking them.
Hey,
Next,
as my friend Chase Flickinger says, threes rule March.
They don't shoot them very well,
Rules
though.
March.
They just shoot a lot.
Anyways,
So they're the Mavs. Got it. Okay,
moving on.
moving on.
We gotta move on. Andrew has a date or something. I don't know why he's.
I don't
No,
know
it's
why we're
just
going
we have
so
a lot
fast.
of picks. So let's
that's true.
spend time discussing the ones that are like
29 more
like
matches.
this one was
go
good to
through.
talk about because it was 2-2 going into the tiebreaker.
Wait,
at
fine.
Hudson.
Shut up.
Okay.
Virginia versus Furman. I mean, is this gonna make me a furry if I pick Furman?
No problem with that.
Don't pick
Sure.
Furman.
Whatever floats your boat, man.
You're really gonna pick
I'm
Furman?
not picking Furman. I'm picking Virginia.
I'm taking Furman, too.
Furman has no defense according to the points per game stat.
Well, Virginia will score 10 points, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But they'll
Oh
also
wait, no, never
suffer.
mind. That's a punishment.
We got one for Virginia. That's me.
I'm taking Virginia.
So
2 for Virginia.
Yeah,
I'm taking
Virginia.
Furman.
3
Yeah.
for
I-
Virginia.
This is not hard.
So my stat about
Virginia's
49
gonna
wins
suffocate
since the
them,
only
dude.
win. I haven't made my pick. The stat about 49 years since their only win was actually about Furman, not Charleston.
So it goes back.
Furman
to
does
James
score 82 points a game.
And Virginia
is
has
a
one of the best
lot.
defenses in the country. What do you?
Lost one of their best players in the ACC tournament, and they're gonna
That's
I'll
score
take
fine.
I'll
It's-
take,
it's
Fur-
in the
I'll take
culture.
Furman
It's
with
fine.
Hudson, but I know we're out.
Next man up.
Furman
Yeah,
also
fine.
hasn't played a top 25 team all year, so there's that.
Virginia
Virginia
has
beat one?
Virginia
they
has
beat
a
Baylor.
history of
Yeah,
getting
I'll back
upset
off
in the
on that
first
one.
round.
Well,
All right, moving on.
it's basically winning losing the first round or win a championship. So
Exactly.
Go in
Really?
between.
they're not winning a championship. So let's put it that way.
He makes a compelling case.
All right, 6-11. We got Creighton versus NC State. I sense there might be some problems with this.
I'm looking at all my notes because one of my favorite things at March is to like use like physical pen and paper and like fill out a physical bracket. So I went back to that.
What a nerd.
Wow.
Anyways,
Okay, Boomer.
Alex, we'll start with you, I guess, since Andrew's got to write a novel first.
Andrew has to
Wolfpack.
put on his readers first.
Give me the Wolf Pack first. My first upset pick.
Okay, we got one for NC State,
I'll take Creighton.
I'll take Creighton.
2 for Creighton,
Creighton has great rim protection, so I'm
We got-
taking them.
3 for Creighton. I am taking NC State in this, but
Let's
I am
go,
outnumbered. I'm outnumbered 3-2, so the official making the call bracket
Two-man
will have
wolf pack.
Creighton.
We need that Baylor versus Baylor in the next round with Baylor Shiremen versus Baylor.
All right, whatever. So we're all taking we can skip this one. Baylor, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't let him talk about Baylor.
Now,
Trent. Keep going.
Baylor
No,
is
hush,
makes
let's
me
go.
nervous because they could get upset by Santa Barbara.
They're not losing to a bad team. Just move on.
They got freaking Cad Bane as their logo, man. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Cad Bane.
Missouri, Utah
All right.
State.
7 versus 10 seed. We can talk about this one if you want. Just goes back to my Mountain West. Hasn't won a tournament game in 8 years.
Look at the BPI though. Look at
It's
the
going to be a
BPI.
race to like 90 in this game.
I'm taking
looking good. I like their
I'm taking
offense.
Missouri.
I'm taking Missouri. Utah State is 1-17 in their last 18 tournament games.
Wow.
That's not very good.
Now we're going with history. Okay.
So we got 2 for
I think there were already 3
Three for
so
Missouri.
just
Yeah.
Let it
3 for
carry.
Missouri.
For the record, I was going Utah State. So,
Okay, well,
but it's not good. It's not good to have a sweep. So we're good.
Wrong.
This is for
then
the
we're
good
going
bracket.
Arizona over
Arizona.
Princeton.
Can't just
Anybody
push
wanna-
back an Ivy League, push past an Ivy League like that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I was like, oh, Ivy League's 15. That's interesting. But Arizona's going to beat them.
Harvard.
Should we go down or to the right first?
Down.
Midwest?
I go down personally.
South,
I will
because
go-
this is the region that I have no idea what's going to happen.
No,
I go
no one
east.
knows.
Well, this is the East.
East.
Or the
so-
East.
This
Sorry.
region, you could
The
convince
correct-
me Montana State's coming out or something like that.
The East, yeah, the East
I
is what I
let-
meant. I have no pulse on what's going to happen.
The correct way to do this is all left, then all right.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
that's the
that's
only
fair.
way. From
That's
the
fair.
top down, both times.
All right, so we're taking Purdue.
Yep.
Yes.
You sure you
Memphis,
don't wanna-
Florida Atlantic. I'm
Memphis.
going Memphis.
This is such a good game.
I'm pretty
I,
high on Memphis.
I just really want Memphis to win because I think they can actually beat Purdue, but FAU is really good.
Memphis, yeah.
So we got 2 for Memphis,
Give me Memphis.
3 for Memphis.
But I don't feel good about it.
Memphis is playing their best ball right now.
Coming off of a win against Houston.
They should have beat Houston twice.
I don't know about should have
Couldn't
beat
you
them the
see
week
that?
before.
Couldn't
Well,
you see that
yeah.
Houston
When he hit
game?
the buzzer
I
beater.
yeah, that's true.
It's
Couldn't you
close.
see that Houston game? Like that was kind of like that's what they were gearing up for. Like that's kind of their Super Bowl, and then they come out flat in the tournament.
Yeah, but FAU also is in Houston, so
FAU is also really good, though.
All right, let's take a deep breath here.
Duke.
Probably the biggest matchup of round 1.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
Honestly, that might be true.
I think you're right.
UConn Iona, one of the two.
Duke Blue Devils versus Oral Roberts fighting Golden Eagles.
And for the listeners, this is the second 5-12 matchup of
It's
the first
Duke.
round.
Don't overthink it. It's Duke.
what the heck do we do here?
I'll take Oral.
80.
Alice has got Duke.
Nice.
Hudson
Hudson.
loves some Oral Roberts.
Give me the Golden Eagles.
Austin's going with Oral Roberts.
84 points a game.
This is going to mess up our region so bad, but I'll stick with it.
This is
We got 2v1.
Andrew. Stop this.
They did lose to Houston. By
You know what?
38.
No, I'll
Andrew.
make it even more interesting. I'm
Don't.
taking Duke. I'm taking Duke.
2v2.
So we are 2v2. It's up to Andrew.
No, they don't do this,
They
Trent.
just won the ACC. tournament.
18-0 in conference play.
Is that more impressive than winning the, what is it, Southland?
Congratulations, you beat
A little
IUPUI.
Here's the thing with Oral Roberts.
Oh.
Here's the thing with Oral.
Second time?
Family friendly podcast.
I'm just saying their name. Chill.
Hey, he's the guest. He doesn't understand the rules.
They score 84 points a game in college.
Okay, but so did North Dakota State a couple of years ago, and we thought they were.
And
Jesus,
here's
and they
like
were.
It was
the
last year,
Antichrist.
wasn't it?
It was last year. I don't know.
Yeah, it was
I'm
last year.
trying like college basketball is always been a sport about the storyline, right? One shining moment, the Cinderella story, all that. And what storyline can I like envision happening? Is it Duke loses in the first round in the first year since Coach K left? Or is it a continuation of the embarrassment for Coach K's final season where he loses to North Carolina in his final home game at Cameron, and then he loses again to North Carolina in the Final Four, and then in his first year, and I'm getting ahead of myself, his first year after he's retired, Duke goes on and wins a national championship. What narrative is going to be the story in March?
I would love to see Shire just go on a huge run without K.
I kind of would too. But I also love Oral Roberts, so give me Oral Roberts.
Let's go.
I hate this game for both teams. Both teams should have been higher seeds, and they shouldn't be playing each other.
I 100% agree with you. I think Oral Roberts should have at least gotten a 10 seed.
Agreed.
Okay, Tennessee, Louisiana. Anyone got any like? I mean, this could be Tennessee lost their best player.
It's tempting. It
I don't know
really
if
is.
Ziegler's their best player, but he might be their most important.
But I like Tennessee losing next round, so I'm going to take Tennessee in this one. They have a great defense. 58 point. Their opponent points per game is at 58. That's pretty good.
Sam, give me Tennessee.
Yeah, I'll probably go Tennessee.
All right, I'm going Tennessee too.
Their
Moving
BPI
on.
rank is 2. What?
Tennessee?
Man,
Yeah,
just
that's
don't even
what it
pay
says.
attention to the BPI.
I'm not paying attention anymore after that.
Yeah, that's
All right, next we got 6 seed Kentucky versus 11 seed Providence.
Give me Providence.
All right, we got 1 for Providence,
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
1 for Kentucky, 2 for Kentucky,
Kentucky.
3 for Kentucky. Providence, sorry, but no dice. I'm pretty high on the SEC this year, so I'm taking Kentucky as well.
Wow, that's a lot coming from you.
Let's go Kansas State, Montana State. Anyone got any like Big 12 crumbles?
What team?
I mean, a 3 seed always has to lose if they're Big 12,
it's
right?
not going to be Kansas State.
It's either going to be Kansas State or Baylor, but
I don't see
Go
either of
Kansas
those
State
teams
here.
losing that game.
All right, well, that sounds like 3 for Kansas State. So we'll
Yup.
just-
Yeah.
here's an interesting one. 7 seed Michigan State versus 10 seed USC. We'll start with Austin. Austin looks like he's just giddy about this matchup.
I mean, I'm never gonna bet against Michigan State in March, so I'm gonna take Sparty.
We got one Sparty.
I'm going to
Alex?
bet against Michigan State in March and go with the Conference of Champions.
Conference of Champions, baby.
Yeah, I'm also leaning USC.
2 to USC. Andrew.
Michigan State, they're about to Tom Izzo's about to have his 25th straight NCAA tournament appearance. So give me
2 and 2.
Michigan
Final
State.
Michigan State's guards are just bad. I don't like them.
I will decide the tiebreaker of this matchup. And I am going to take the Trojans. from
Really?
Southern California.
Man,
Mr.
Over the
10.
Big Ten.
this is
Over
unlike
the Big
you.
Ten.
Who is it?
This is crazy.
Michelle,
This
gun
is
to your head,
unlike-
I'll
Wow.
He's
get
in
it.
on the SEC. He's out on the Big Ten.
What is this?
This is big on this. I'm
Trent,
turning
Trent
over a
has
new
a
leaf.
kid. Trent has a kid, and he just says, "I have a new love in my life, and it's no longer the Big Ten."
Hey, if you're not okay, blink twice. All right.
Okay, Marquette, Vermont. We got Marquette.
Marquette.
So
I could see it
we
going
want
to Vermont, but yeah.
we
let's
want
go
to finish
Marquette.
off the first round, or are we going back up to the top? Finish.
No,
this
we're
round?
finishing out the first round. You
No, go to the top right. Come on, Trent. Stop being a heathen.
Okay,
We can't
so
come on.
we got Houston over Northern Kentucky, Iowa versus Auburn.
Auburn. I hate that game. The game's in Birmingham, by the way.
This is
Auburn.
going to be such a boring game,
It's in the
War
Big Ten.
Eagle.
but I'm taking Auburn.
They did. They started so well.
I'll take
and ended
Iowa. I just hate Auburn's
They
guards so
ended
much and
so
what they did to
bad.
Jabari Smith's career.
They're in Birmingham, you know. I don't
Yeah, but
know.
I'm still taking Iowa.
I feel like they have
Friend
to win
McCaffrey
one.
will stare at a ref long enough to get the win.
Auburn isn't in Birmingham though. It's in Auburn.
Yeah, it's in. I mean, it's in Alabama.
It's in
though. It's close
Alabama.
enough.
Well, yeah, but Auburn's a lot closer than Iowa.
Yeehaw. We got another 5-12 here.
Miami.
Miami versus Drake. I am also taking Miami.
I'm taking Iowa, by the way. Just so you know.
Yeah, Miami.
So we got
Drake
3 to Miami.
scares me, but
Dang it,
yeah,
I was gonna
give
take
me-
Drake.
Where's you?
That's right.
Man, they square you.
Drinking too much
Can
coffee.
anyone make an argument for Drake
They're good.
other than they're a 12 seed?
They're actually a good 12 seed.
They have a really good defense.
I don't know much about them.
They got kind of your more classic Cinderella team build of good defense, experienced, good guards, but
They're
they
undefeated
don't really,
versus the top 25.
They don't have their stud player like some of those. They don't have a CJ McCollum or someone like that. They're just good guards in general.
All right, moving on to 4-13. Indiana versus Kent State.
Hoosiers.
I am taking the Hoosiers.
Go Kent State.
I'll go Kent State.
Ooh, Andrew tiebreaker.
Give me the Hoosiers.
Okay.
Jelly
so
walk.
that was
Kent
so
State who lost to
anticlimactic.
Houston by 5 on the road. Gonzaga by 7 on the road.
They have some
That's
great
impressive.
3-point shooting.
For some
Yeah,
person,
they're-
Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't know that stat.
They're
Say that
0-2
again?
against top 25.
Yeah, like 5 and 7 point losses at Houston and at Gonzaga.
And then they lost
Decent
at
team.
Charleston.
It's another good team. Charleston was ranked like as high as like 18th this year, I think, at one point.
I don't know. It's this year feels like a year where a lot of like the historic programs are going to do well, which is kind of why I'm leaning Indiana here.
this is a weird year. Why would you say that?
This is a coin flip game to me, so I just
Indiana
wanted
hasn't made it to the second round since 2016.
Oh, really? This is a sports podcast. Okay.
All right. Anyways, moving on. 6 seed Iowa State versus the play-in of Mississippi State versus Pittsburgh winner.
Mississippi State is intriguing.
Mississippi State wins
against
the
the
play-in. I
Cyclones.
definitely take them.
So I'm the other way around. If Pittsburgh wins the play-in, I'm taking them.
Really?
If
So
Mississippi State wins, it's going to be the ugliest game of the tournament because Iowa State and Mississippi State both good defense, a lot of rebounds, not so great on the offensive.
So let's combine forces and let's take the play in.
All right, sounds good. 3 for the play-in. Iowa State out in the first round. Anyone?
Well, it doesn't
I
matter.
had
You
them in
guys
the
got
Sweet
3.
16, so yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
fine.
Also pretty high at Iowa State, but go ahead.
So
I have them
let's
losing to Xavier next round. So
Let's just get a bunch of red going.
Xavier, Kennesaw State. Can we take Xavier?
Yes.
Yep.
So here's the most interesting part of the entire bracket. These next 2 games.
yep.
I really
Texas
like
A&M versus Penn State. 7 versus 10. Penn State made a run to the Big Ten championship.
balling right now.
Another team that shoots 1,000 threes.
They do.
They shoot a
And
bunch
the
of threes.
Aggies did not guard the 3-point line well against Alabama in the SEC championship game.
Ooh.
So
You are a resident A&M expert.
Which
I just
sucks.
fear them so much in trying to pick Texas later on. But
They get to the line so much, though.
Penn State or
No, the
A&M?
Aggies do, and they shoot it really well
from the line.
All right.
I'm just voting with Austin wherever he goes on this one.
I think that this game will be close, but I think I am going to take the Aggies on this one.
Oh wow, what a shock! I'm going Penn State.
Shut up, Alex.
So what is that? 2-1?
yeah,
Who still hasn't voted other than me?
Trent.
me.
Okay. Is that 2 for A&M?
Mhm.
A&M.
That's 3
The-
for A&M.
We're
boy.
destined to get an A&M Texas matchup in round 2.
And then you can
See-
throw all the stats out
See,
the
that's
window.
what everyone's thinking, and it's not going to
I
happen.
played the 5th. Texas Colgate. Colgate's a 15 seed.
Toothpaste.
Texas is
Dude, they terrify me for Texas with Texas's resume in these kind of situations.
All right, so notable results for Colgate: lost to Auburn by 30, beat Syracuse by 12. Anyway, so we're taking Texas.
yeah.
If Colgate
Texas-
wins, though,
Like,
don't be
Texas
surprised.
has stretches where they go so cold, and Colgate just shoots a ton of threes as well, and they shoot them really well. So that's the only thing.
I
But
heard
it's
9 out of
promising
10
Texas.
dentists are picking Colgate.
Shut up. It's sensitive.
Wow, I didn't know
Who's the
the
holdout?
dad joke was coming out this early.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'll give you that. We're taking Kansas over Howard.
Yes.
SEC versus Big Ten. Arkansas versus Illinois. What are we
This
taking?
game is so interesting. I could see either
8-9.
team winning by 40.
Going Illinois, Arkansas is sort of a
Yeah.
train wreck right now.
Arkansas gave the Aggies trouble late.
Both very talented teams that just haven't really put it together that well this year.
Well, and then doesn't Illinois run the zone?
Do they? I don't know. Maybe I haven't watched them enough. I just watched Matthew Meyer go crazy on offense. I'll go Illinois.
I'm going Illinois, too.
Ooh, we got 3 for the Illini.
Oh gosh, but the Arkansas has made the Elite Eight the last 2 tournaments.
They were a lot better.
Yeah, this just is not as... Yeah, it's not the same
You
team.
see how they came into this year's tournament, Austin? Like
I'm
they're
taking Arkansas.
reeling.
Just so we don't take a sweep, I'll do the Illini.
I really want to see an Arkansas versus Kansas matchup. in the second
Either
round.
of those matchups for Kansas are really interesting, in my opinion. Those are so talented teams that just...
All right, well, easy. We'll get there. We're almost done with the first round. St. Mary's versus the Virginia Commonwealth.
VCU.
Question: is that video that I was sent today? Is that real?
It's not real.
No,
It's
no,
not
it's
real.
not.
All right, we can continue. This is a 12 seed. I'm taking for.
Yes.
I don't like St. Mary's. They're
I
good
really
when
like
they're
VCU,
good,
but I like
but
St.
they
Mary's
go
too.
St. Mary's can go cold, and that scares me.
Who drafted them?
VCU,
I did.
Andrew did.
That's what I thought. I'm taking St. Mary's.
I'm taking St. Mary's.
So 2v3, yeah. I got VC as well.
So VCU or St. Mary's?
has Andrew
Andrew,
voted?
it's up to you.
I haven't voted.
Okay.
I was hoping that VCU was going to be the winning vote so that I could just pick St. Mary's to stay consistent because I drafted them. But I'm going to have to reverse how I drafted. I think it's VCU.
Oh, shoot.
I know. Okay, so
It's that video.
I don't want to fall victim to recency bias.
Fake video.
And I know St. Mary's has been good like all year, but they looked so bad in that conference championship game against Gonzaga.
It was ugly.
It has left a bad taste in my mouth. And if there's going to be at least a couple 5-12s that are going to get upset.
I think we've picked at least 3 5-12s.
We picked ORU. We picked.
I think Miami's the
Charleston.
only 5 we actually.
Miami
picked.
is the only one we picked. Yeah.
Sounds good to me. UConn, Iona.
Game of the round. Rick Pitino
Yeah,
in
give me
MSG coaching
Like
against
Rick's.
UConn. Gonna lose because he's not gonna care. But
You think so? So you think it's UConn?
I'm
I
taking
think
UConn.
he's like sending out flyers to all the D1 job openings right now, letting everyone know that he's available.
In the years where UConn is not favored, they do well. Give me the Huskies.
Bingo, zingo.
All right, UConn.
Wait, who picked
Alex.
Iona? Who was your one, Trent?
Me,
I picked Iona too.
Two to Iona.
Okay, wow, interesting.
Interesting. TCU, Arizona State, Nevada.
Frogs.
TCU.
TCU.
Yeah.
TCU.
I don't think that
Those
Nevada
teams aren't good.
Yeah,
TCU's
they're
got a
not
solid
well.
team.
Gonzaga, Grand Canyon. Shout out Grand Canyon.
Does Grand Canyon have a campus? I thought they were just an online school.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
So it's basically
It's like half online.
They play 2K.
It's where the kids with super protective parents go because they can't go to Arizona State.
Oh, they can't go party.
Hopefully we didn't
Yeah.
offend anyone. Okay.
Grand Canyon is in
They just
there.
go drop them in a big hole in the ground. And say,
What?
go have fun.
I got
kids."
lots of family at Grand Canyon, so it's whatever.
So you're sheltered. Got it.
Yep, got it. Okay, so another 7-10. Northwestern versus Boise State.
Boise.
Boise.
Give me Boise.
3 Boise's, eh?
This is the Mountain West time. This is the game.
No,
Northwestern.
it's not. I'm taking Northwestern, but you guys
No,
picked
too
Boise,
late.
so Boise it is.
matter.
And then UCLA versus
UCLA.
Yeah,
Give me
bro.
the
So we'll
Bruins.
go back up to the South region.
There you go. Now you're on it.
Number 1, Alabama versus number 9, West Virginia.
Roll Tide.
This terrifies me.
Really?
Yeah.
West Virginia.
Emma could
West
definitely
Virginia.
lose this game, but just looking at our bracket, we're just not doing it for this bracket.
You guys think Bama could lose this game?
I think they could
Bama
lose to
lost
West
the
Virginia.
10th place team in the Big 12 by like 30.
Bama walks to the Final Four in this bracket.
They got
They don't, but
Which
they
is
should
exactly
make
why
it.
they're not going to.
Ooh,
All right, so we got Bama. Charleston versus Virginia.
Charleston.
We got 1 for Charleston.
Let me see the comparison,
I'm
Trent.
picking Furman.
versus Virginia.
Virginia I know their defense is good, but I just don't trust them. It's a vibe thing for me.
That 80.
So we got 2 for Charleston then?
I haven't picked last yet. Let me pick last.
I'll go Virginia just because I don't think Charleston can beat them. And
So hold on, can we recap what double digit seeds do we have advancing into round 2?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. We
that's
have
good.
Charleston, and that's it. I'm just
Mississippi
No.
State.
Charleston, Mississippi
State
State, or Pittsburgh.
and or Roberts.
Or Roberts,
VCU.
USC, Boise State, and VCU.
Okay, so we have a
So we don't have
decent
any
amount.
crazy ones. It doesn't go below 12.
Okay, so 2 of those at least are making the Sweet 16.
I'm still taking Furman.
necessarily.
Yeah, give me Charleston.
All right, that's 3 for Charleston. Charleston wins.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Furman ties for second. That's all I needed.
At Charleston in the Sweet 16 against Alabama.
Creighton versus Baylor. I don't like Creighton at all, so I'm taking Baylor.
Sick 'em.
I am too. Baylor.
Rematch of a Sweet 16 game like 8-ish years ago in San Antonio, where Baylor was the 6 and Creighton was the 3 and just destroyed them.
For the sake of the sweep, the not sweep, I'm going to take Creighton just for fun.
No one's going to remember.
It's bad luck to
Arizona
sweep.
versus Missouri. 2 versus 7.
And this is intriguing.
I kind of like Mizzou in this.
Yeah.
Me too.
They're going to
Whoa.
score.
Whoa.
Give me the Tigers.
Whoa.
What?
Go Tigers.
One of the,
we-
I think at
we got
least
3
two of these
people
2
from
seeds aren't
Missouri
making it
here?
out of the first weekend. So I got to start pulling some triggers here. So that's
Yeah,
where
let's
I'm
go
gonna
Mizzou.
Mississippi State, or sorry,
All
not
right, I'll
Mississippi.
take it.
Missouri's first.
I like Arizona, but if
Who crapped on
This
me
is
for
a toss-up.
drafting Arizona?
This is a toss-up to me. So one of the things that I did, ever since brackets came out, is I've been trying to just like make different like lists as I try to pick the teams. And one of the lists that I made was like 1 to 4 seeds that are most likely to get upset early. And Arizona is like top of that list.
Oh, Tennessee's got to be like a mile.
It's
ahead of
Tennessee.
everybody
It's
else.
Tennessee, and then it's Arizona. Tennessee
Tennessee
won,
also
Arizona
shouldn't
2.
be a 4 seed.
for someone that wanted to get
Tennessee
this over
won,
with,
Tennessee
you're talking
2.
an awful lot.
The one thing with Arizona, they have a kid whose last name is Creasa, but wears Kerr on the back of his jersey because his first name's Kerr, and he's obsessed with Steve Kerr, and it just annoys the crap out of me. So he needs to go. Just
All right. Good reason. Number 1 Purdue versus number 8 Memphis.
Give me Purdue.
Give me Memphis.
Memphis for sure. If this is the
Purdue.
actual matchup, Memphis.
All right, it's 2-2 for Purdue and Memphis.
Come on, Trent.
Andrew.
I said Purdue.
Yeah, it's you, Trent.
Oh, I'm taking Memphis. I don't like Purdue at all.
Yes, there we go.
Whoa.
No,
Purdue
Memphis
has
is
fallen
more
apart
athletic
since
than them.
February. Since February, Purdue has just 500 basketball, and they're not a 1 seed. Shouldn't be. And Memphis is.
I think they
rolling.
should be a 1
All right.
seed,
Well,
but
when
actually
Zach
Memphis-
Edey has 30 and 20 in this game,
Zach
Vikings-
Eady's
And
not
they
gonna
still lose
foul
by 10.
out in the yeah.
All right.
not-
Next one, we got the Oral Roberts University Golden Eagles versus the Tennessee Mountaineers. What do we got?
Strictly matchup wise, I'm going Oral. Just because
I've heard from some friends you can't really get away with Oral in Tennessee, so it's just
You got to bet against. You never bet against Oral before.
Okay, so we are 5-0 for Oral Roberts against Tennessee Volunteers. I volunteered to take Oral Roberts. Let's see
God.
here.
that was a bad one.
Memphis
All right, so Kentucky versus Kansas State.
State. Give me K-State.
give me the Wildcats, but they're both Wildcats.
The Wildcats will start with a K.
Give me the Blue Wildcats, Kentucky.
Gosh,
Kentucky.
I'm just looking at who we have left in this region. It's rough.
I've got Kentucky.
Kansas State.
Wait, what's it at?
2-1.
2v1.
Who has it voted? Have
Kentucky.
you voted, Trent?
Or is Kansas State got 2?
Kansas State's just got 1.
Kentucky's
Alex
Kansas
got
State's got
2.
1, Kentucky's got 2. I haven't voted.
You go, Trent.
make Hudson pick.
Yeah, I'm going to make you pick. I'm taking Kansas State.
I don't like this game, but
I don't like this game either. I'll take K-State.
Okay.
Big 12 survives.
Man.
USC Trojans versus Marquette, whatever the heck they are. I think they're the Golden Eagles, too.
Yeah, give me
I
Marquette.
think so. Marquette. Shaka
Marquette.
Smart.
All right,
USC.
now we already know who our Elite Eight is going to be.
boom shaka.
It's going to be the Golden Eagle mouth. Anyways.
Yeah, I picked USC, but whatever.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Houston
We
versus
want to
Auburn.
just go ahead and finish out that region?
Houston.
No, shut up. Let's go.
We're taking Houston over Auburn, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Miami
Wait, hold
versus
on.
Indiana.
Hey, before we go further with Houston, Marcus Sasser, what's our assumption with that? Because I do think this is like the biggest storyline going into the tournament.
His
is
groin
if he's gonna
injury.
be healthy.
He went down
I
and
was
they looked
refreshing
bad.
this every few hours earlier.
I definitely
Trent
wouldn't
rolled
play
his
him in the
eyes
first
whenever I
round.
stopped his momentum here, but I do think before we continue to just push Houston through.
You shouldn't take it personally. He rolls his eyes at you all the time.
Houston,
Oh, I don't. I lived with him for 3 years in college. There's nothing personal. If Sasser, if he's not going to be able to go, I don't think that they make it past the Sweet 16.
Nope.
I would, well, the thing is, he gets
I would
another
Okay,
Right
but
now.
we're in the
Oh, you
Sweet
think they'll
16,
make-
so
yeah,
they
we're
win.
not-
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Miami versus Indiana.
All right,
Give me the Hoosiers.
give me the
Give
U.
me, give me the U.
I'll go Indiana with Trace Jackson Davis just to make Trent pick, I guess.
That's that's
No,
two
you're
weeks.
counting wrong.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Big Ten.
Indiana.
Big
I gotta
Ten,
go.
baby.
Stick to my guns a little bit. I guess.
You complimented the SEC earlier, so you got to get back on track here.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
that's
I
a good
got
matchup for Miami. I don't know who's stopping Trace Jackson Davis for him.
All right, we got Mississippi State, Pittsburgh versus Xavier. Honestly, I don't know anything about Xavier.
Big East.
Honestly, if they could combine the two teams, Mississippi State and Pittsburgh, that'd be a pretty good team.
Man, if you could put Baylor and Arizona together, they'd run over Alabama.
Oh my gosh.
If you could put Houston and UCLA together. Oh.
All right, who are we picking?
I don't
Jeepers.
think those two complement each other.
Xavier.
I'm taking Xavier as well.
Yeah, Xavier. I mean, I had Iowa State
I'm
here,
not picking
but
Mississippi
they didn't make
State
out
to
of
the
round
Sweet
one in this bracket. So
All right, this is what we're here for.
You guys already know where I'm going.
Texas A&M fighting Aggies versus the University of Texas fighting Longhorns.
You can throw all analytics out the
You hear
freaking
this?
window for this game.
take all your sheets of paper and throw it out the window.
Oh man. I would love nothing more than for A&M to win this game, but it's really hard to pick against Texas.
I really wish
do we
they'd
got?
put Marquette in this.
It's pretty
region.
easy. I'm taking the Aggies here.
One for the Aggies.
I'll pick last.
I think Texas is the best team in the country, but I also just don't trust them at all is the problem. But I'll still go with them here.
We got Texas.
No. Going with Buzz and the Fighting Eggs.
We got the Aggies. I'm taking
The 2-1?
Texas Longhorns.
Texas Longhorns.
Change it up to
Oh,
Austin.
We're 2-2. It's down to the Aggie.
if
Listen to
Go
your
with Buzz and
if
the boys.
if
Go with
A&M
Buzz and the boys.
when it's calling for you.
if A&M doesn't shoot well, they're done. But I'm gonna take.
But they're going to shoot well.
I
Because this is a
cannot.
rivalry game. How are they
I
not going to show up?
I
How
can't.
are they not going to show up?
I can't pick Texas. Give me the
All
Aggies.
right. Okay. All right. Kansas versus Illinois.
Kansas.
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 Illinois.
Yeah, Kansas.
VCU, UConn.
UConn.
I also have UConn.
All right.
UConn.
So,
I had Iona in the Sweet 16, but we'll go UConn.
It's
Whatever.
the Texas Christian University fighting Horned Frogs. I don't know. What they're fighting at.
TCU.
Or the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Who do we got?
Give me the most famous mustache in all of college basketball. Gonzaga.
I just want to say I was watching a game the other day and they referenced TCU, or maybe it was like the selection show, and they said the Texas Froghorns. It's like that is the furthest thing from accurate I've ever heard.
Nice.
Gosh,
All right, we're 1v1. It's down to Austin.
give
Hudson
me 87.5 points per game, Gonzaga.
and I. All right, 2 for the Zags. I'm taking TCU. 2-2 down to Hudson. Who do you got?
I kind of like TCU.
Yep.
I'm going to go with them.
All right, we got the
Ooh.
Big 12 beating
I
the
hate.
winner.
I hate
Conference of-
TCU.
I don't think
Power
there's a
5
school that
and
hates
TCU.
them more than my school. So
No, there's not.
yeah,
Facts.
I went to the
Maybe
Great
SMU.
Value Christian University in Texas.
Hey,
so-
61-58 though, Hudson.
All right,
I was at that game.
Boise State versus UCLA. I'm picking
UCLA.
UCLA.
Bruins.
UCLA.
Yeah,
Clean sweep. All right.
All right, who Elite 8 in the South? We got Alabama playing Charleston. What do we
Bama.
got?
I got a score of about 112 to 43.
Charleston in the Elite Eight is
No.
cracked. Oh gosh, no! Give me
Wait,
Alabama.
before we go through this, did we have 2 double-digit seeds to accommodate Andrew in the Sweet 16?
We had Charleston and
No.
There's an 11 in there, isn't there?
Oral Roberts, yeah.
12. Yep.
Yep.
All right, so Baylor versus Missouri. If this is the matchup, Baylor's winning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Baylor's just a better version of Missouri.
Yeah, I agree. Down to the East, we got Memphis versus the Oral Roberts.
Give it.
Man.
Give me.
I
Nope,
hate this
Memphis.
region so much.
Give me the
Memphis.
Eagles, baby.
I mean, I'm taking
Memphis.
Oral Roberts.
God,
Why
I'm taking
not?
Come on,
Memphis.
Oral Roberts.
Oral
Guys.
Roberts
Guys.
Whoever wins the Duke Oral Roberts game.
When
is
Duke
gonna win
wins, this is going to
region.
be bad.
I agree with that. Well, maybe not the region, but whoever wins Duke Oral Roberts is going to the. Where are we in the Elite Eight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're at Marquette, Kansas State. I'm taking Marquette.
Yep. Market.
Yep.
The Battle of the Golden Eagles. It's on.
I hate this region so bad.
That
Not necessarily
this
our
region-
picks, just this region in general. It's so
It doesn't make any sense. All right, so up to the Midwest, we got Houston versus Indiana. This is where
So can we
the
talk about
Sasser
Marcus Sasser?
Yes. This is where the Sasser question comes into play. Because I think if Sasser is healthy by then, Houston is bound for the Final Four.
What day is this game? I can't read it.
Oh man, it's the Sweet
What is
16.
this, Sweet 16?
23rd through the 25th.
So that is 12 days from now. Is he healthy in 2
let's
weeks?
see here. I got an article pulled up. A typical
groin
grade
injury
1
that's
groin
pretty
pull
tricky.
is a 2-week injury. So that would be about 2 weeks from
So
when
okay.
is he 100%?
I'm
Not
assuming he
100%.
doesn't play in the first weekend. If they're smart, he's not playing. And then he should be back here. He's probably not 100%, but he should be back. And even him at 80, they're still much better than Indiana.
Yeah, if Sasser's in, give me Houston. If he's not in, then give me whoever they're going up against, whether it's Indiana,
I'm
Miami.
taking Houston regardless, I think.
Regardless.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right, that's
I think so.
all right. I'll
All
take
right,
Coach.
I'll take Hoosiers
Freaking
just for fun.
Xavier versus A&M.
Oh,
Dude.
my gosh, that's ugly.
Texas A&M.
Aggies.
Aggies.
Xavier.
I'll pick them to walk.
Let's
to,
just send him to the Elite Eight.
I mean, I'm already on a part
If
of
I
the
lose to this
crew.
bracket, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, this bracket is getting entered, right?
Yeah, this bracket
Yes.
should be
And if it wins, then the 5 of us split it. Split the prize money, right?
I'm down with that.
Yeah, that's a deal.
Anyways,
That's
Kansas versus UConn.
Kansas.
The con.
So okay.
Kansas lost by
Awesome.
20 to Texas.
So they're going to be pissed
This is
off.
good. But I'm still taking UConn.
Give me UConn.
This bracket.
That's been Alex all night.
Yeah.
Andrew, what do you got here?
What are we at? 2-1
Yeah,
Who
we're
hasn't
2-1
picked?
in favor of UConn.
versus
UConn-
Kansas.
When UConn
Hands
isn't
off.
favored, when UConn isn't favored,
They,
think of Kimba.
who's not on the team anymore?
Oh, he's not even playing in the NBA anymore.
It's really hard to repeat as champions in NCAA.
Only been done
Especially
3
when you're
times.
Incredibly overrated.
I think Kansas. Even just watching Kansas this year, it's like they're a 1 seed, but they don't look like a 1 seed. Like oftentimes, granted, I don't really think anyone does except maybe Alabama.
They didn't look like a 1 seed
not
the
even
other
them.
day.
Yeah, but so I'm taking UConn here, sticking with
Yeah, give me UConn.
Old Faithful. So, all right, TCU, UCLA.
UCLA.
Bruins.
UCLA.
I am also taking UCLA.
All right.
All right,
I don't know why
Before we continue with the bracket and do the Elite Eight, I want to tell everyone about the bracket challenge that we're doing here, making the call, the bracket pool. So it's $10 buy-in. I mentioned it in the intro. You probably saw it on social media. If you're subscribed to the Substack, you certainly saw it there. $10 buy-in. The way it's going to be paid out is 70% of the total pool money will go to first place, 20% to second place, 10% to third place. And on top of that, the first place winner, the person with the best bracket, gets a free order from Firegrounds Coffee. It could be a whole bean bag. It could be a ground bag. It could be an order of the K-Cups. Whatever floats your boat, whatever your preferred coffee is, we'll get you a free order to Firegrounds Coffee. Even if you don't win, you can go use promo code MTC10 for 10% off your entire order. Hey, Austin, what's the password for the group for the bracket pool?
I think it's like MTC10, right?
There you go. Easy to remember. You already got it in your mind because you're joining the group. Go use it at Firegrounds. You get 10% off your entire order. Every order. All of us are going to be in it. Rosie's even going to be in it. We've already had a few people join, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you go join the Making the Call bracket challenge. Make sure you go try Firegrounds Coffee today. We're going to enter this bracket in. And so who knows, maybe we'll split the winnings if this one wins. But I think, guys, if we're going to have that as a rule, we need to have some sort of punishment for if this bracket gets last place. The one that
this bracket
the
is
Brain
gonna get
Trust
last
puts
place.
together, if this gets last place, we
Waffle
need to
House
have some
challenge.
sort of
Waffle
not Waffle House challenge.
Come
not
on.
that.
we have to drink Firegrounds Coffee.
Did you say that the
on.
winner gets a? Did you say the winner gets a bean bag? Isn't that what you said?
A bean bag full of coffee beans. Yep.
Poor Andrew's going to have to go back and cut that out now, Trent.
I'm kidding. No, I disagree with you, Andrew. We don't have to do anything. Alabama versus the Baylor Bears.
If we're not doing a punishment, then we don't split the winnings. This one's just going to be in the.
If this one wins,
do you
just
have
give it
an
to a
idea
listener or something. Give the win to a random listener.
If this one, honestly,
I like that.
We pick. How about if this one wins?
We'll decide later. Okay.
Well, hear me out. If this one wins, then the winnings goes to the last place bracket.
Huh?
What?
So the biggest loser gets all the winnings if this bracket wins.
No.
Oh, come on.
All right, we'll figure something out. But anyways, go join the bracket pool. You can find the Substack post. Went out Monday morning with all the details there. And if you got any questions, just feel free to reach out to either of us on social media or anything like that. So go join it. Only a $10 buy-in. Plus, you might have a chance at some free coffee. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, the Elite Eight. Trent, take it away.
Alabama versus Baylor. Who do we got?
We got 4 Texas teams in the Elite Eight.
We got Baylor rolling on through.
Row Tide.
I'll go Bama.
Or Baylor. I meant Bama. Oh my God.
Baylor's run ends here. It's Bama.
All right. Yeah, I think Bama wins easy.
Yikes.
Okay, so we're down to the Golden Eagle matchup. We got the Golden Eagles from Tulsa and the Golden Eagles from Marquette.
Marquette. Marquette. If you
Alex is about to lose his mind.
I think I've picked Marquette to lose in each of the past 3 rounds at this point.
Because I'm taking Oral Roberts.
Marquette.
You got 2 for Marquette. Hudson.
I'm holding out. I want to see what you're doing.
Make him pick.
I'm gonna go.
Make him pick.
Oral Roberts.
Alex may not make it to a championship pick.
Andrew, did you go?
Yeah, I said Marquette.
It's 2-2.
It's all you.
It's on me now? Okay.
Yes.
Well, guys, we're riding a little too hard on the teams that just won their conference tournament. It's really hard to win like 10 straight games. Unless you're Oral Roberts, who has won 16 straight or something like that. So
let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus is looking down on you, Hudson. He approves.
Pastor here, bless you once we get done.
Wow.
All right, here we are. Houston versus Texas A&M.
Oh, man.
I'm going Houston.
Houston.
If Sasser is healthy, as we talked about last round, then it's Houston.
I can't
beat A&M
3
without
votes.
Sasser.
give me the Aggies.
The UCLA Bruins versus the Yukon Huskies. Who do we got?
Give me the Bruins.
We'll start with Hudson. We'll go Hudson first.
Gosh, based on our bracket, this must be the national championship game.
Okay.
I'll go UConn, I guess.
All right, we got one UConn. Austin said UCLA out of order.
Alex?
No, we'll make Alex go last.
Alex hasn't gone last in a while.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Trent, who do you have?
But I've already given it away.
I have UCLA.
I didn't hear you.
So that's 2-1.
That's 3-1.
Okay, yeah, I have UCLA.
Also going UCLA. Yeah. 4-1. Okay.
All right, and we are into the Final Four. Our Final Four contains the Alabama Crimson Tide, the Houston Cougars, the Oral Roberts University Golden Eagles, and the UCLA Bruins. Let's start with
I cannot picture this shirt.
What a shirt.
Alabama Crimson Tide versus Oral Roberts.
We're not putting Oral Roberts in the national
Don't
championship
worry, Alex.
game.
The Battle of the Titans.
I have a line.
Smith versus Brandon Miller.
I have a line, and this is my line for Alabama, so give me Oral Roberts. Someone making this case. When Bama makes it to the Final Four, if that happens, there's going to be calls down from the NCAA saying, do not let this team win. Their refs are going to be terrible. Oral Roberts is going to shoot 50 free throws. They're winning. Just move them on.
All right,
they don't want to hand the trophy to Nate Oates and Brandon Miller.
I got Alabama.
I've got Alabama.
I'm taking Alabama.
I think it's 4-1.
All right, we're going to the other side of the Final Four, UCLA versus Houston.
I believe in the
Give me
the Bruins.
Yeah, give me Mick Cronin.
You take Houston.
Oh, UCLA.
UCLA has experience too. Give me UCLA.
I'll go Houston.
Oh, is that 2-1 UCLA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trent, who do you have?
I'm going UCLA.
No, I was hoping it's going to be 2-2. Okay.
No, that's your own fault. I'm going UCLA.
On fourth.
You're just picking against destiny. All right.
I don't know who that is.
It's Houston.
Destiny Udagi, the left wing back on loan at Udinese from Tottenham.
Yeah, that's the one. Alabama versus
soccer.
Alabama versus UCLA International Championship. We'll start. Let's go with Andrew first, since he made me pick and ruined a great moment. Andrew, Bama, UCLA. What do you got?
Well, so when I first made a bracket this morning, my championship
Hudson, who do you got?
Yeah, exactly. Come on, spit it out.
Go for it, Andrew.
I had Bama and Houston in the championship, and I had Houston winning it all.
Okay.
I'm a big
But
fan of
Houston's
number 2
out.
overall seeds.
So I'll go Alabama here.
We got one for Bama. Hudson?
So that'd be the first number 1 overall in like a decade, I think. Dude, I don't know. I thought these teams were both losing.
Overalls.
I think this should have been Oral Roberts Houston, but whatever. I'll go Bama.
So we're 2-0 on Bama?
Yeah.
Who's next?
If you want to make it interesting, don't pick me.
Same.
Well, then it's not interesting.
Sounds
Yeah,
like we're all going.
So this was
are
the
we all
national.
going Bama?
This was the national championship that I had in my personal bracket, and I had Alabama winning it all. So
Are we allowed to go back and make edits at this point, or is it just
So-
we committed?
Nope. This
Yep.
was it.
5-0
Let's go back to
Bama.
round 1. That one 14-3 matchup. Can we just take another look at that?
Did you say Oral Roberts is
Can we go-
losing to Duke?
I had
Yeah, can
71.
we go back and pick Duke? Because that's what I want to do.
That's gonna mess up. Yeah.
So Alabama is our national champion. Roll Tide.
Any jokes, honey?
That's what I had.
There's just no chance that they're handing that championship to Nate Oates.
Hey, Nate. Here you go.
I mean, Brandon
Like it.
Miller's still playing, isn't he?
They're not going to hand it to him.
He is still playing, but you remember what happened in the Mavs in 06? That's what's going to happen to Bama.
Really like
Right.
Brandon Miller.
If
on
they
the
score
back.
Why
more
did you have
points.
to bring that up? We were having a nice time.
That's
This
what's going to
was an
happen.
enjoyable
There's
podcast.
You know how corrupt the NCAA is? There's no chance they're letting that trophy be handed to Nate Oates in Alabama.
If it's in
They're so
between the
corrupt, they're
NCAA
probably
and
proud
if
of
you
Brandon
don't
Don't win
Miller.
the national championship. I think he gets fired. So we need
NC
that to just go ahead and happen.
NCAA or FIFA, who's more corrupt?
FIFA.
Current day,
FIFA.
probably NCAA. Go
It's
back
FIFA.
about
It's
3
on-
years.
No,
and
you're
it's
wrong.
FIFA.
It's not even
FIFA.
close.
It cleared out a bunch of those.
All right, that's 3 for FIFA,
though.
1 for.
All right, they're
FIFA
moving
in
on.
our infamy bracket moves up.
All right, next up, we're doing the NIT.
Brandon Miller versus OJ. Who you got?
Rutgers winning it all.
They didn't put San Francisco in the NIT, and it made me really sad. I wanted to see that.
So,
kid play.
we can close on that. What anyone that
Vanderbilt.
should be in the tournament that's not?
Vanderbilt.
No. I think it's Rutgers.
It's Rutgers.
Yeah.
All right.
Which of
I don't
the
know. I think they
regions?
should just cut some of the first 4 and knock a few more teams out, and it'll be fine.
Vanderbilt.
Which of the regions do y'all think is the easiest versus the hardest of the 4? Now that we've completed the bracket,
From whose perspective?
Hardest is the
I
West.
guess.
what's the easiest path for any of these teams, and what's the hardest
Alabama's.
path?
I think Bama's is probably the easiest simply because their 4-5 is just not anyone that I would ever fear for them. So really, they're only going to have one game, and it's going to be in the Elite 8 where you're truly fearful they might lose that game.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think if both Bama and Baylor take care of business, and that Elite 8 matchup is going to be interesting. But I think I think South is the easiest, and I think East is the one that I just have no idea. I mean, we had Oral Roberts coming out of it, so I think that speaks to it.
Yeah, so that one's probably the easiest. It's just there's not a good team to come claim it, basically.
No, that's a good point. All right, that's our bracket. So we have Houston over UCLA, as Trent puts it. Let's see. Biggest upset would probably be
Bama
Purdue, right?
over.
Biggest upset would be Oral Roberts making it to the Elite 8. What do you mean?
Final Four.
Final
I mean,
four.
Final Four. Oh my goodness.
I think Bama over Oral Roberts is a pretty big upset in the Final Four. It's a team that wouldn't have lost in like
now
4
we
months at
can
that point.
confirm.
Okay,
we
where
can
do we have-
confirm that Hudson is trolling now.
Where do we have Purdue losing? Is it round 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're losing to Memphis, and that's not even.
I
I,
think
don't know, I wouldn't
they're
consider that
losing
a
no matter who that is, but
huge
it's just
upset.
really tough to pick between FAU and Memphis for me.
I have Purdue in my Final Four, so
Purdue's a fraud.
All right. Any bets that we like as far as March Madness goes?
A&M to come out of their region plus 1,000.
That's definitely more than plus
That's
1,000.
more than
buddy.
plus 1,000.
No, it's 10. It's 10-1 to win the region.
And it's 10 to 1.
Kidding me? Okay, well,
Yep.
that's it. These odds.
Yeah, that's
Houston
Do not bet
plus
that.
125. Texas 4-1. Xavier 9-1, and then A&M 10-1.
Hey, Oral Roberts plus 20,000 to make the finals. Who says no?
I mean, that's one step below what we have, Matt. So
Hudson.
Okay,
Well,
so
let's see. We have Oral Roberts
To reach
coming out of
Sweet
there.
16 to make finals. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, Oral Roberts. Yeah, 10,000.
ORU to
Plus
reach
10,000.
the Elite 8 is, let me find it,
Plus-
plus 3,000 or 30,000. Or sorry, yeah, 3,000. I can't read zeros.
So I think some realistic good bets. We talked about the East. Both Kentucky and Kansas State are 9-1 to win that region. I don't hate that. Duke's 8-1. So you could just sprinkle a little bit on all three of those and just think that one of those three is going to come out of that region. And you're
Just
going to be
bet
making
Texas
money.
and Houston to make the Final Four. You're getting plus odds on Houston and plus 400 on Texas. And there's no other team from that region that's making the Final Four.
Oh, there you go with your Aggies, Austin. South region, West
He'll
Virginia,
see.
18-1 to win that region.
no.
I like them, but probably not.
All right, let's see. And then national championships. So obviously Houston's a favorite at 5-1, and then Alabama at 8-1. So we have them
Wait,
winning
Houston
it in our
has
bracket.
better odds than Alabama.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Really?
they should. They're a better team.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
UCLA 14-1, Gonzaga 15-1, Marquette 20-1, Duke 30-1, Kentucky 35-1.
UCLA at 14-1 is interesting.
That's not bad, right? I mean, we have them in the championship, so
Yep.
They're
you could
missing
bet
one of their
both.
better players, though.
Honestly, Connecticut at
They
18-1.
might be missing two of their better players.
who else is out?
Their only big man missed the championship against Arizona, and then they had to play two guys that never really play for him, and they both fouled out. It was hilarious. Jaime Jaquez was playing center for the last 10 minutes of the game.
oh.
Yikes.
Hey,
Death issue.
Austin.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Here's an Aggie bet for you. A&M to reach the Elite Eight plus 550.
I could see that.
Yeah. 100%.
They just got to win 3 games, beat Texas in round 2, and then beat whoever in round 3.
Xavier in what, round 3, right?
Michigan State, Trent, your team. I know you picked against them in round 1.
Yeah, it's not his team
There's-
anymore.
6-1 to reach the Elite Eight. Kentucky's plus 450.
Honestly,
Yeah,
it's March.
Memphis
You
plus
can throw-
400 to
you
reach
can
the Sweet 16. That's a
Throw
pretty good
all
one.
these odds out the window. Honestly, it's March.
Hold on, where do we have Oral Roberts to reach the Elite Eight?
One
30
I
to 1.
really like, actually, Kent State to reach the Sweet 16 plus 600. They are a good basketball team.
That's not bad. All right, well, I think that's it. Any other March Madness nuggets, or do we want to wrap up the podcast?
This is good. This is my favorite sporting event of the year. Period.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be so much fun. And then you got NBA playoffs after this. Man, this is just a great stretch.
Yeah, really
Hockey
looking forward to the NBA playoffs.
Oh, NBA playoffs, hockey playoffs. Like, it's just a great stretch of sports right here. You know,
Cowboys are always active in free agency. It's just a
Oh
great time.
yeah, making moves left and right.
hey, the Vikings have signed 2 defensive linemen since we started this pod. So maybe we need to take a page out of their playbook. So
I didn't think you were allowed to
Just
sign
spend
guys
any
in the
money.
offseason. I didn't think that was allowed.
that's
but-
legal.
I can't think of a free agent the Cowboys have ever signed.
Last big one was Terrell Owens.
That was a free agent signing? Okay.
Yep.
Coming off the Eagles, right?
It's just like
You could
the Mavs
make a
never signed
case
anyone,
Brandon
they just
Carr,
traded.
but I mean Brandon Carr is like a little more recent than Owens. But the last true big name splash was T.O.
Did they
Brett
sign a
Maher.
new kicker?
No.
No, but they did cut their other one. So
All right. That's going to do it for all of us here at Making the Call. Thank you to Hudson, as always, for hopping on. Thank you to everyone who tuned in on Twitch or is listening to us in podcast form. Also, just want to remind you, make sure that you join the Making the Call bracket pool. We'll have a link to the pool in the show notes of this episode, as well as the password there. So go ahead and join that. $10 buy-in plus first place gets a free order from Firegrounds Coffee. I think Trent has one thing to close us.
Yeah, I just want everyone to remember that it takes real guts to be an organ donor.
That's our dad joke for the week.
All right.
There it is. That was
Signing
good.
off. Signing off.
Well, guys, it is March Madness. I cannot wait for the games to start this Thursday. I know we've got the first 4 games Tuesday and Wednesday night, so that's like the little appetizer before Thursday morning, 11:15 a.m. Central Time, where it's just wall-to-wall action, 12 hours a day for 4 days straight. Cannot wait for that. I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your week. Enjoy the tournament. Good luck to all your brackets, to your upset picks, and everything like that, and we will see you next time.